Glad to have you with us from Tampa. Raymond James Stadium as a couple of teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators offense will have the first crack at it in this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gators are on the move. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. Man, it's like that quarterback was stepping around a bunch of bear traps in the pocket. Everywhere he looked, something was trying to grab his leg.
No, and the coach is going to be like, hey, dude, how do you want my quarterback to be successful if he's got guys falling all over him the whole time and he can't step up and can't even find a way to try to lock in on the receiver because so much pressure from the defense.
To the air, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Gators! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason...
Taking a shot on the first play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Unloads quickly, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using the quick game. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Touchdown! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line. Makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got a man. It's ball. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw it flag way. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. And now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Let's it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but...
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Graham. He gets it to the 31-yard line, a big play for this offense. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31. Finds the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
With the run on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. Looking to pass, it's Davenport. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Hard running there. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Trying play action. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Trying to punch it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on 3rd down, QBs just have to play a little bit faster. You're anticipating blitz. You know you're probably going to have to get rid of this football just a little bit sooner. I think the quarterback held on to it just a tad long, and that helped lead to the incompletion.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Bullock. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things. In that first half, you need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try the run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Bullock. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. Floats it out in space. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. A 69-yard touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Looking for space. It's ball. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He smashes his way through again. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Number 6 with the return.
He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Catch in the middle. It's Livingston. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Defense wants to bring the heat. Gonna look downfield again. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the...
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Backed up 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm. Motion from the wideout. They'll run play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. That's reeled in. It's Sturdivant. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finds his man. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gators have taken it inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Yeah, we don't have many plays left. You know, the clock winding down, we got to make something happen. These kind of plays are just crippling. They will absolutely ruin what chance you have to push the ball down the field later on and save.
Touchdown, Gators! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. With the catch, it's Bullock. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. He's taking the deep shot. Brings it in down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
By the offense.
And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this will be for the win. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.